Today we're diving into the top 5 places you should never travel to. We're talking places so dangerous, so mysterious, so downright terrifying that even I wouldn't step foot near them, and I like crazy stuff. We're talking about alien encounters, radioactive wastelands, islands crawling with deadly creatures, the kind of stuff nightmares are made of. So buckle up, because this is going to be one wild ride. If you've ever wondered where not to book your next vacation, this video is for you. Make sure you stick around until the end, because number 1 is a doozy. Kicking off our list at number 5, we have Area 51. Nestled deep in the Nevada desert, this top-secret military base is basically a magnet for conspiracy theories. We've all heard the stories, right? Alien autopsies, UFO sightings, government cover-ups. It's enough to make you wonder if the truth really is out there. And let's be real, the government's not exactly being transparent about what goes on behind those heavily guarded fences. I mean, why all the secrecy if there's nothing to hide, right? They say it's just a regular old military base, but come on. With all those strange lights in the sky and those blurry photos of flying saucers, something's definitely up. But hey, don't take my word for it. You can always try to sneak in and see for yourself. Just kidding, don't actually do that. The security at Area 51 is no joke. We're talking armed guards, motion sensors. They've probably even got lasers. Trust me, the last thing you want is to end up as a test subject in some secret government experiment, or worse, abducted by aliens. Coming in at number 4, we have Chernobyl, Ukraine. Now, I know what you're thinking. What? You think I'd visit a nuclear disaster zone? Are you crazy? And you're right. You would be crazy. You see, Chernobyl is like stepping into a real-life horror movie. We're talking abandoned buildings, overgrown streets, and an eerie silence that'll send chills down your spine. It's a stark reminder of the devastating power of nuclear energy and the lasting impact it can have on our planet. Plus, the stories that came out of Chernobyl are truly haunting. Imagine entire towns evacuated overnight, families forced to leave everything behind. It's a sobering thought, to say the least. But here's the thing. As fascinating as it might be to witness the aftermath of such a disaster, it's just not safe. The radiation levels are still dangerously high in certain areas, and the last thing you want is to come home glowing in the dark. So, unless you're wearing a hazmat suit and carrying a Geiger counter, it's best to admire this one from afar. At number 3, we have North Sentinel Island, a small island in the Bay of Bengal. Now, this place isn't dangerous because of radiation or aliens, but because of the people who live there, the Sentinelese. These guys are known for being one of the most isolated tribes on the planet. And when I say isolated, I mean they really don't want anything to do with the outside world. We're talking centuries of living in complete isolation. They've got their own language, their own culture, and they've made it very clear that they want to be left alone. And by made it clear, I mean they've been known to greet visitors with spears and arrows. In fact, in 2006, they killed 2 fishermen who got too close to the island. So, yeah, not exactly the friendliest bunch. Now, I'm all for respecting other cultures, but this is taking it to a whole new level. The Indian government has even declared the island and the waters around it a no-go zone to protect both the Sentinelese and any potential visitors. My advice? Don't plan your vacation here. Slithering in at number 2, we have Snake Island, located off the coast of Brazil. Now, I'm not afraid of much, but snakes? They definitely give me the creeps. And this island? It's basically every ophidiophobe's worst nightmare. Why is it called Snake Island, you ask? Well, because it's absolutely teeming with thousands of venomous snakes. We're talking wall-to-wall snakes, folks. And not just any snakes, mind you. We're talking about some of the deadliest serpents on the planet, including the golden lancehead viper. This bad boy's venom is so potent it can literally melt human flesh. Legend has it that the last fisherman who accidentally strayed too close to the island was found days later, still in his boat, but, well, let's just say it wasn't pretty. The Brazilian government has banned all visitors to the island, and for good reason. This is one place where you definitely don't want to get lost. And finally, the number 1 place you should never travel to is Poveglia Island. Now I know what you're thinking. Poveglia? That's just an island. How bad can it be? Oh, trust me, it's bad. Real bad. We're talking about one of the most haunted places on Earth, folks. This abandoned island is truly one of the creepiest places. Poveglia was once home to plague victims, and many were actually burned and buried on the island. Rumors say that 50% of the soil on the island is human ash, and even today, human bones are still found on the shoreline. But this island is off limits to visitors. We're talking about an eerie, scary feeling that lingers in the air. Ghost sightings, strange noises, and apparitions. Poveglia is basically a recipe for nightmares. Even experienced ghost hunters and paranormal investigators think twice before venturing into this haunted landscape. So, unless you're a ghost or a ghoul, I'd recommend staying far, far away from Poveglia Island. So there you have it, folks. The top 5 places you should never travel to. From alien-infested deserts to snake-infested islands, these destinations are definitely not for the faint of heart. Remember, sometimes the greatest adventures are the ones we don't take. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome travel tips. Stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next video.